And as that beautiful sun is setting, my dinner is beginning. Good morning again. It's my second entire day on the ship, and the morning has been fantastic already. I slept really well, got up, put on my bathing suit and came back up here to the pool like I did yesterday, and I had the entire small pool to myself. And I jumped in and watched the sunrise over the second deck here, swam some rounds, did some aqua fitness, and this is just pretty nice. And now that I have been in it and swum around in a little bit, this small pool on the ship, remember there's the smaller pool and then the great big pool, and this small pool is definitely bigger than the only pool on the Norwegian Getaway and Norwegian Breakaway, that class of ship. I don't know what they were thinking when they designed those ships. They had so many great ideas, but why they decided to make such a tiny pool on those ships, I don't understand. As always, when I try to do like daily cruise vlogs on any cruise, I feel like it always gets so repetitive. It's like, wake up, go to breakfast, go back to the cabin, go to lunch, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to think of what I can show you to make it not so monotonous. Stay tuned. Just got back to the cabin again, and look, we have a neighbor. You know, it's weird to look at a ship like that and think, wow, that is gigantic. But the ship that I'm on is even bigger. And I don't know if you can tell, oh, there's another ship out there. But there is some land on the horizon over there, which is either Denmark or Sweden. So for breakfast today, I went to the bakery and I got, this is a cinnamon twist, and then a pretzel roll, and this is just normal cream cheese again, and some cucumbers, butter. And then you guys know how I always like to make my own decaf mocha using cocoa powder and decaf coffee and mix it together. At the moment, you're not allowed to touch any of the machines, so I had to like coach this poor girl into helping me put this all together, and I felt really bad about it, and I'm not gonna do it again. It's not that important. Just looking around here, and I think that this is the most people I've seen together in one place on the ship since we sailed away. So, I mean, this is still pretty empty. And the cruise director came on and made an announcement about what was happening for the rest of the day, and he reminded everybody to go down and get your temperature taken before noon, which I forgot to do yesterday. So somebody please remind me when we're done here to go get my temperature taken. So you just step in front of this thing. Oh, I guess I broke it. And that's it, 36.2, and it's done. Thanks. Welcome, see ya. Thanks for reminding me. I haven't really been out on the promenade deck yet, so let's go check it out. Oh, is it raining? Or were they cleaning? Cleaning. Here's the great big lifeboat, so the promenade deck is not like really a place to walk around and get a feeling for the ocean. Kind of seems like it's just a smoking area actually. But check this out. I think we can walk to the front of the ship. Oh, look at this. I'm getting close to 20 cruises now. In fact, am I at 20 cruises now? Me and numbers. And I can only think of 2 other ships where you can go to, as a passenger, go to this part of the ship. And that's the Royal Caribbean Mariner and Navigator. And I can't think of any other ones, but have I been on any other ones where I can, or where you could? A lot of you guys keep track of this better than I do. And of course, we have really calm seas right now, and I'm assuming that when it's a little bit wilder that they close this area, because I think it probably moves a lot, and I bet you get wet. There's these holes open down here so that when the front of the ship goes boom, that the water probably goes whoosh. Like the sound effects. I was looking for a nice place to sit down and read a little bit more, and I think that it's gonna be right here. Not bad. And I was just starting to read, and now it's raining. So I think I'm gonna go back inside. I think I'm gonna take a seat in one of these luxurious looking chairs here. How does that sound? Marcus got me this book for Christmas? Maybe my birthday. And it's actually the second memoir that Julie Andrews wrote. The first one is everything like up to Hollywood, and I didn't know that until I started reading this book. And she puts like a little summary in the beginning of this book, and that's what I'm reading now. And I thought maybe I'd read a little bit of it to you guys. Oh, but somebody over there just started talking. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna read and then have her in the background. I had to come back up to the cabin because I realized that I think the seat I was sitting on up at the front of the ship, it was wet. And now I got a wet butt, so I gotta change my pants. And then I think I'm just gonna sit here and read a little bit because, you know, why not? It feels weird to, I don't know. I was just thinking about why I don't go out and enjoy, you know, more of the ship. And that's why I thought it would be nice to go and read someplace other than the cabin. But, you know, why not just read here? I think maybe one thing I'm worried about is that I'm just going to fall asleep. And I have no problem with taking naps. You guys know that, but I don't want to take one yet. It's only like 11:30 in the morning or afternoon. So I'll probably read a little bit and then go up to lunch, and hopefully I can get one of those falafel sandwiches that I couldn't get yesterday because that place was closed. Hopefully it will be open today. But you know what? Let me read you a little bit of the book like I said I was going to do before. So this is towards the end of her summary of what happened like in her life and career before her Hollywood career took off. She writes here, "Early in the new year, I was introduced to a brilliant young actress and comedian by the name of Carol Burnett. She was appearing in Once Upon a Mattress on Broadway, and we hit it off immediately." By the way, I have sort of a 6 degrees of separation story to Carol Burnett and that production. When I was still living in the United States, I did a production of Hello, Dolly, and our Dolly was Jane White, and Jane White played the evil Queen Agravain in that production of Once Upon a Mattress with Carol Burnett, so I feel connected to this. Before we knew it, Carol and I had signed to do a television concert together. I took a week off from Camelot and we filmed Julie and Carol at Carnegie Hall on 5th of March, 1962. 2.5 weeks later, I received the joyous news that I was pregnant. Aside from Tony, Carol was the first person I told. During the remaining weeks of my Camelot contract, Walt Disney came to see the show. He visited backstage after the performance and told Tony and me about a combination live-action animated musical film he was planning based on the Mary Poppins books by P.L. Travers. He then asked if I would consider playing the title role. I was overwhelmed by the offer, but I told him I was newly pregnant, thinking it would negate any possibility of me taking the job. But to my astonishment, he replied, "That's okay, we'll wait." Well, I was even more surprised when Walt turned to Tony and asked, "And what do you do, young man?" When Tony replied that he designed sets and costumes for the theater, Walt asked to see his portfolio and subsequently offered Tony the job of designing the principal sets and all the costumes for Mary Poppins. Our daughter Emma was born in London on the 27th of November, 1962. 3 months later, Tony, Emma, her nanny, and I boarded a plane for Hollywood and thus began a brand new chapter in our lives. If you want to find out what happens next, you're gonna have to buy the book yourself.
Searching for something that ain't lost. Have we got our lines crossed? We're wasting time on stuff that doesn't really matter, while wishing for something better. I try to fix things that weren't broken, misunderstandings and words unspoken. We fall apart and I won't dare to say, do you feel the same way?
Here is lunch. It says doner kebab on here, but these are falafel inside. And I got it with salad and garlic sauce and salsa and guacamole and hummus. And I think it's going to be amazing. And I've got a beautiful sunny view of the small pool, which is where I started my day.
You don't see what you have in front of you. Or maybe I'm not enough for you. So maybe I should go. If I had known from the start, this wouldn't have ended with broken hearts. 'Cause I don't wanna waste my time.
The sun is streaming into the cabin now. I did some work and read some more of my book, and of course I did end up taking a nap, but much later. And now it's 7 o'clock, a little bit past 7, and I'm gonna go have some dinner. So, like I said, I feel like when I do these videos, I feel like it becomes so repetitive, but on the second hand, or on the other hand, when after some time has gone by, maybe it is interesting to just remember and entertaining for you to watch. I don't know. Here I am anyways, and like I said, I'm gonna grab a mask. Oh, put on my watch, grab a mask, and go up to the buffet. Let's go. And I can only mention it again. It's a beautiful sunny night, and walking here past the smaller pool, and there's literally nobody in here. No one. Not one single person except me. You can see they have these lines on the floor, which is to remind you not to get too close, but most people do it anyways. And then here's one of the salad bars, and yeah, I'm just waiting for somebody to come and make a salad for me, and that's what I'm going to start with today. And look, they even have ranch dressing. Very good. And as that beautiful sun is setting, my dinner is beginning. And I got a small leafy green salad here with ranch dressing, some German potato salad, and there's no way this is going to be as good as that potato salad I got in Bayern Park. So if you're a fan of potato salads, go back a couple weeks and watch that video from Bayern Park. And then, yeah, I got a water and some red wine. And this is like the house red, and they have it on tap. So it's like, she goes like this and then pours a wine. I've never seen that before. And it's definitely not like the best red wine in the world, but there's a lot of other great drinks on board, and it's all included, so don't complain about free stuff, right?
Time.